this is really, and for the audience here, this is an exciting time for us. This is a chance to recognize some terrific work, some great leadership. It is really part of what we do, right? We want to educate, we want to bring great leaders, best practice, we want to share it around the world, not for recognition purposes, but to motivate, to inspire. And so the first award is around architecture, and there is no better person than I can think of than my co-host Ken Filarski, who, as I said before, is the chairman of the U.S. Green Building Council here in Rhode Island. Ken, thank you.
Peter, you're very welcome. I'm very honored to do this. As I've been thinking about this, believe it or not, sometimes I'm at a loss for words. But this award is going to Shahin Barzin, who you met earlier today. I had the pleasure of meeting him a few weeks ago. And Shahin is a gentle soul. He's really a kind, gentle person. And I know that some of his architectural work in the past goes to the contemporary and whatnot. But what he's done here, what he's done is he's embraced the context of history, the context of embodied energy, the context of cultural energy, the context of all the clean energy that we've been discussing for the last hour or so. And in that context, his gentle soul has taken on the spirit of this place. He is a steward of Belcourt, what is now Belcourt Newport, and I can't think of any better person to get this award this year to Shahin Barzin.
Now, while Val, you're going to come up, right, and you are going to present the award to Carolyn. Please come up, and as you do that, I want everybody thinking about what Val is going to be presenting, what this represents. Think about the individual effort. So we work as a team, we work collaboratively, but think about, and Ed touched on this early on, Val, what happens inside? Where does that passion come from? Where does that desire? How does that well up? How do you become, right, that person
so
that's thinking about the
Peter,
next
as
generation?
we think about the Innovation, Arts and Culture Humanitarian Award, Innovation in Green, presented by Renewable now to Carolyn Rafaelian. We know that once upon a time there was a girl whose father had a jewelry factory, and she was interested in the work that was being done there. And because of her passion, and because of her vision, and because of her heart, she was apprenticed there and learned all about the art and the industry and the people right in this place called Rhode Island that was her home. And my guess is that in addition to the family that formed her, the people that she worked with impacted her so that as she grew in her knowledge of business and in her vision of the world, she knew that she needed to find a way to combine all that she had learned with her vision and passion for the future. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who was around, a decade or so ago when we were driving down the highway and saw these big billboards that said, positive energy, everywhere we looked. Who was this person? What was this company? What was this vision to create positive energy, not just here in our state, but all around the world? Well, that person was Carolyn Rafaelian, who created Alex and Ani, and who has continued since then to be committed to this vision including buying this place. Not just to redo it, but to bring it back to its grandeur and to create an educational center so that those who will come through these doors from this day on will know about what's been, what is now, and what is possible for the future, and that is sustainability.
Wonderful job. I think Shahin
Shahin
is going to accept. I think
All
Carolyn
right,
was here, but I'm not sure we
that
still
one's
have
for
her.
you.
But she deserves a wonderful round of applause. So you guys hand those out.
So just so you, do you want me to read it or you want to read it? Oh, I'll read it. It says, 2017 Innovation in Green. This one says Arts, Culture, and the Humanities. Yours says Architect of the Year.
Ooh,
and
pretty
Shahin
impressive.
says, yeah, beautiful. Architecture is the reaching out for the truth. And this one, the quote is, art is an effort to create beside the real world a more humane world. Congratulations for your
Wonderful
beautiful,
job.
beautiful work here.
Ken, final thoughts.
Well, we had a story, and Peter, you said we're going to have to continue the story for a couple minutes, and I think the story should be continued. The story is wonderful. The story is about people. The story is about place. The story is about the power of the resources that we have and the stewards that we are between ourselves, between the power of that place and the power of those resources. So the story certainly is one to be continued, and we're all part of that story.
And I want to go back to the question we asked the audience. How do they continue it? What does it mean to them? Not just today, they've spent a couple of hours with us, but what does it mean going forward? Think about the solstice, right? And we have a high and a low. 6 months, 6 months, high and low. And that really describes our effort, our work around sustainability. Don't be fooled. This looks great. Today was an absolute high, amazing guest, beautiful place, great story, wonderful city of Newport. But tomorrow, who knows? Lots of clouds, lots of hurdles. But we can promise this, that everybody in this room, everybody that you were introduced to today, the team, and I want to thank the team again at RNN, and I want to thank Alex and Anya, and I want to thank you. We will be hoping and working and diligently pursuing. We will not give up until every day, hopefully, is just a little better and a little cleaner. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Peter Arpin for RNN and the team, the business side of the team.